So I went to this estate sale. I snuck out. It was like late. Yeah, it was yesterday afternoon. The estate sale started at 9 a.m. and went to 2 p.m. So let me just talk to you a little bit about estate sales because you might not have them where you live. But basically, it's in America, we have things like garage sales, yard sales, and then there's an estate sale. An estate sale is basically where they open up the whole house and you shop the house. It happens normally when someone passes or when they go into a home, retirement community, that kind of thing, and they want to get rid of their stuff. I'd say like probably 98% of the ones that I go to are put on by companies, and that's what they do. They put on estate sales. So a normal situation would be, say that your elderly loved one, one of your parents, for example, maybe the last parent passed away, and you and your family went through and took the things that were meaningful to you, and then you had the rest of the stuff to get rid of. And if there was stuff of value, you would hire a company, and they would go through everything, make it presentable, price it, get an idea if there's anything that's super valuable, all of that kind of work. They would do that. They would put on a sale, usually 2 or 3 days, open to the public, and then the rest of the stuff they'll donate, and then they get a cut of the money that they make. Anyway, so that's what a estate sale is. I love going to them. I always find them interesting. Sometimes I find treasure, lots of times I don't. I used to go as much as I could, especially when I worked at home from home years ago, because they usually will start on Fridays. And then when I was, in an office, I couldn't really go. And then there was COVID, we started working from home, but first during COVID, they didn't have these sales. Eventually they did, and I started going when I could. So my MO is there's a website called estatesales.org, and you can search by your zip code. And usually on Wednesday or Thursday, I will go on and I will look at pictures for the ones that are in my area. And I will go if it's very tempting. I won't go every week. And I can only go if it works with my schedule at the time, my work schedule at the time. So Thursday rolled around and I hadn't looked at the pictures yet, and I haven't been like on top of it as much lately, especially since like we had to clean out my grandma's house. But it was Thursday yesterday and in the afternoon, and I was like, oh, I'll just check it out because I get like a weekly email, and I clicked on it, and the first house that I clicked on, I'm going through the pictures, and ended up that the sale started yesterday, so the sale was already going when I started looking at the pictures, and it was like a quilter's house. So I was like, oh no, I should have been there when I opened. But I drove out there. It was like a half hour away, and I got there the last hour that they were open, and just kind of moved as quickly as I could. But I didn't see everything by the time they closed. I got there, and it was like 2 rooms that must have been like craft rooms. They were just full, and then there was like an odd bathroom that I think they just put a ton of fabric and stuff in. Probably the people put it on the estate sale because there was so much stuff, they had to spread it out, and I was worried everything would be gone. It was not. There was a lot of stuff. So I'm going to show you what I got. If you saw vlog number 1, I went to a fabric sale and I explained how I donated a lot of fabric, because this is what I do. I go to the estate sales, I find the treasure, I buy it, and then it sits in my house because I don't have time to use it, and then I get overloaded and overwhelmed and I donate it. So it's just a cycle. Okay, we're okay. It's all right. I'm okay with it. I'm at peace with it. I try to change it. Sometimes I succeed, sometimes I don't. But I'm going to show you what I got, and I have the best of intentions, but we'll see. Okay, so let's just dig in. I like this kind of stuff. I don't know if you do. Okay, so in the first vlog, I bought flannel, right? Normally I don't work with flannel, but they found those really nice flannels. Well, I ended up with more flannel. And I'll show you, I think you'll understand why I bought this flannel. It looks like cross-stitch houses. I wish it was like regular cotton, use on project bags and stuff, but I still love it, even though it's flannel. Either I can incorporate this in the quilt, or I can make thread beds, I don't know, but I think this is just so cute. So this is one of the pieces, and this was the other piece. So I couldn't leave those there. That's kind of how I feel about everything you're about to see. This was a pretty toile. I call it toile, but maybe it's, I hear Lori say it different, so I trust her. Toile, maybe. So I picked that up as well. And it's a big piece, so that might be a quilt back. I don't know. Some random fabrics. This is a beautiful Judy Rothermel reproduction fabric. Just kind of some randoms that will go with my randoms in my bins. Wonder clips. I found this cute little thread dispenser. I'm going to take the thread off, but I will put like the Aurifil that I use for my hand stitching for applique on here, and that'll be perfect. I thought that was cute. I found this cool dimensions thing. It's like a wooden house frame with a little bar that you would hang like a little quilt on, and it comes with a cross stitch piece, but I don't think I will stitch that, but I thought it'd be a really cool way to finish a different kind of cross stitch house. So I picked that up. It's just dimensions. It doesn't have a name on it. But yeah, I thought that was cute. I'm gonna make a big mess here. Who cares? I found this is Snowbound by Jam Paddock, or actually it's not, I don't think it's just Jam Paddock. It's, what are they called? Red Wagon. And it ended up there was 2 of the same booklet in there, and she'd made a lot of like photocopies and stuff for the templates. So that's one. These are a few different layouts, a few different things you can make with the designs, and this is another layout. So I got that. I could tell she was a hand appliquer. And then this is Coming Home Again from Jam Paddock. So cool. I really like, I don't know that I would make this whole quilt, but I like this like house scene right here. Look at that border. It's crazy. This is a book, it's called Petite Taupe Quilt. This one is by, oh, I know her, Yoko Sato, I think. It's in here somewhere, but this is just for like eye candy. I just think some of this stuff is so beautiful and creative. So I nabbed that. Sunny's getting so bratty out there. This is a quilt pattern. I think that's made with French General, but I would love to do that in like Civil War reproduction scrappy fabrics. And this is Fit to Frame pattern 6, but this is like a small quilt. This is 18 by 24. Each block is 6 inches square. It's hand applique. That could be a fun challenge with the applique tools. So, you know, best of intentions. Randomly, there was a package of the 1-inch octagons for like $1, and there's like 300 pieces in here, so I couldn't pass it up. And then a couple of spools of Aurifil. There's more. This was a bit nuts, but I found that she had a block of the month, and it's a Primitive Garden. The quilt's called A Primitive Garden. It's by Primitive Gatherings, and the fabrics were honeybee fabrics. Let me get a picture of the quilt. It's a decent picture here. I'll show you. This is the one. And she had a bunch of packages for block of the month, so I just grabbed them all and put them in the same box with the binder, and then you know, asked if I could just have one price for the whole block of the month, and she gave me a really good price, so I bought it. But then it was one of those things where I got home like, what am I thinking? Like, this is crazy. Do I love this, you know, do I love this quilt enough that I would dedicate all this time? And do I like these fabrics enough? So, I mean, there's some that are just so cute, like this pumpkin wagon, some other ones in here, but, you know, there's crows in it and stuff, so I got carried away. But then I realized, well, the pattern alone for the design, you know, for the block of the months, for the whole year, that alone was how much I paid for the entire kit. So I might end up reselling it. I'll have to see. But I discovered more than that, because I just grabbed everything that said Primitive Garden block of the month. But I didn't realize until I got home and started going through everything was that for the fabric one, she had already made 5 of the blocks, and I'm going to show them to you when I come across them. They're beautiful. and I have a whole year's worth of the quilt in wool. So all 14 blocks, here's a picture of that. I don't know why she had it in both versions, but I have the entire quilt in wool. And they're all like in pristine, you know, condition, like unopened. And they're beautiful. And so I'm gonna have to decide, what am I gonna do with this? I don't know. Will I sell the whole kit and then use that money to buy maybe a quilt that is slightly different than this? That would be wool applique, like that's a little better fit, because I do love a lot of the blocks, but I'm not a gardener. And so like the hose and stuff, I don't know. Undecided. You know, feel free to chime in, but like just the wool alone is amazing. But I don't know that I want to break up the patterns from the wool since they're in the nice kits. So maybe they'd find a better home and I could get a quilt that's a better fit. I don't know, but that was an amazing find. Okay, here are the pieces I wanted to show you from that quilt that she made. I love this one. That's so pretty. These are beads on there. Just, if I'm being realistic, I don't know if I would complete all of the blocks. I'd rather this go to someone that would finish the rest and sew these all together. But like beautiful work. That's upside down. That's a shovel with 2 crows on it and the flowers. So, oh yeah, that's what, 4 blocks. Here's number 5. So pretty. So much work went into these, and I need to figure out the right thing to do to honor that, and also not, you know, stick a beautiful project in my garage for the rest of my life so that someone buys it at my estate sale. So that is okay. Some more random fabrics. Let's see. Yeah, I just kind of picked up some random stuff. They had some cute, this is like an old Debbie Mum Halloween. Some other random Halloween stuff. This was a cute random like sampler fabric. So that's another problem I have, is that I used to make and sell project bags in my shop. I haven't had time to make them in months and months since last year. I mean, I kind of lost my sewing bug too over the last year, but now I'd like to make more, but I'm kind of short on time. Yet I'm buying fabric as if I can make them. So I really, really need to get back to making them. Some more cute Halloween fabric. I thought this was really pretty. A few like random, like kind of Civil War reproduction ones in there. These. And they're all like clean and good quality fabric, so that was really nice. I like these are like this is a Yoko Seto. These are kind of like, I guess you call them taupes. I think they're Japanese fabrics. They're just really mellow, pretty. So more of that. These are some beautiful, this is a couple beautiful Alexander Henry prints. They are, yeah, let me show you, sorry. Isn't that gorgeous? That one goes with, it's called Genmai Teacup. See, I think those will make beautiful project bags. This goes with those two, I believe. So yeah, beautiful. That was a nice find. Some more kind of like blue and taupe fabrics. Sorry, I hope this isn't boring for you. This random cute fall one, the crows got me. This is a kit. I like the colors. I don't know if I'd end up making this exact thing with it. Is a table topper. That's a picture of it. And these are the fabrics. Thought that was pretty. Yeah, I think these are fat 8s. I didn't need all this, guys. Like a fat quarter bundle of homespuns. Those are so cute. And then, oh wait, this was something that she had made, I believe. I just couldn't walk away from it. I thought maybe I could put that on a bag or something. I thought it was cute and fun and interesting. And then this was something that she made too. Look at this, hand up, okay. So I might make that into a wall hanging. I mean, it deserves to be. So cute, this house. Very talented. And then we get to French General. This, I think, was a bag. I think it was a tote bag that she was making. I bought it because of this beautiful fabric, and it's quilted. And then she had this panel on the side, which I will probably, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I will probably remove this, maybe give that to a good home, and then keep this quilted base and make my own bag or something out of it, or a table topper. So I just think it's beautiful. This is actually a Minnick and Simpson. Looks like a panel. These are French General fat quarters. Put that there. And then got, these are all, I don't know how to pronounce the line, Renures, you know, something like that. Aren't they beautiful? So you know, treasures. And then the last piece. So she had like tons of whips, and I didn't have time to go through them all. But this one caught my eye because they're in the scrapbook bins. So I was walking by this, and it's clear, and I could see that this book was on top. This is a Blackbird Designs book. It's one of my favorite books of theirs. I have this book. I'm gonna save this for my friend Maddie. But the whip with that book. So Susan Stanley is making this quilt, I know, and I've always dreamed of it, but didn't, it's overwhelming. It's this one. I believe it's called Trick or Treat. Hold on. Yeah, Trick or Treat. These are all hand applique baskets. Okay, there are 291 of them. So, this takes a while. And it looks like from a diagram that she had in here that she was making it smaller. She was making it a 60 by 75 quilt, and it's actually, in the book, it's 92 by 92. So she was making one with 180 squares. And she didn't finish it. I'm sorry. But she has 100 of these done. Now, they're not all my color style, like this, yes, definitely, like the vibrant, or the darker, just like, sorry, let me pull the picture up again. You can see it's like greens, oranges, blacks, reds. It's just beautiful. There's a few in here that are like maybe like, bright yellow that might not be so much. Let me find an example. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess that works, but where were the ones that I saw? there's a few that like I might not be totally me, and I think my idea is to use the majority of these and then incorporate ones that I make myself. And she's got the templates in here. Looks like she was doing some 2009. She has them marked. January 25th, 2009. How cute. Anyway, I would use Applique on it. It looks like what but I did want to show you because there's one like that's she was working on, and it shows that she was using needle turn, so you can kind of see the method that's used for it. So she would have taken the template. Here's one that's prepped to sew. She would have taken the template and put it on the fabric and traced it, if you can see the lines there, and then she basted the piece onto the fabric, and then she would go around and turn the fabric with her needle underneath on the line and then hand stitch it down. So here you can see she's done all the hand stitching except for right here where she still had to turn the fabric under, and this part's done too, but she did that, you know, 100 squares. So I think there's like there's 9 patches in the quilt, and she had done those, so these aren't quite me, you know, but those are easy enough that I could replace. And then there's corner ones, and she's done these so far. And then she's got some random fabrics in the box that she was going to use. So that was an amazing find. I can't believe, you know. So I'm honored to have this, and so my plan is to replace some of the ones that I feel like aren't really me. Like I don't know, like not sure. And replace those with ones that are more me, and to kind of fill the gaps where necessary. And then I'll take out the ones that I don't use, and like something like this maybe. Take those out, and then maybe find someone I can pass them on to that might want to use them in something they're making. Or I could make, you know, like use them as orphans on the back of a quilt, or project bags or something like that. So that was really exciting, and worth it all. So yeah, thanks for sharing that with me. It was a lot of fun. That's why I like going to estate sales. I go to a lot where I don't find anything at all, and there was plenty of other treasures there, but you know, I didn't have a ton of time, and I didn't want to spend like a ton of money. Something I've learned is like I'll see really cool things at these things, and it's okay to just like admire them and not take them home. Like I'm someone that would just, if let loose, just fill my house with stuff. That was a Christmas decoration box. But Glenn is the exact opposite, and that's probably a good thing because it keeps me in check. So yeah, so there's, you know, lots of stuff I just leave behind, but yeah, it was fun. It was a fun experience. So thank you so much. I know I went on for a while with all that stuff, but I hope you had a little fun too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Hi friends, it's Saturday morning. I'm on my way to Walnut Creek to go back to that estate sale because I have a problem. I know, judge me, it's all right. No, it's the last day of the sale, and I did my grocery shopping this morning, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna head out there and see what's left, because whatever's left they'll want to get rid of for really cheap, so I can't pass that up. So there may be nothing left, that's good, in the quilting room, but I figured I'd look. I actually had nice like storage systems like from the Container Store, so if those are left, maybe I can get 1 or 2 of those. Anyway, just wanted to update you and yeah, be honest about what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll talk to you later. I was in there for 3 hours, my friends. I went deep. This lady had so much stuff. And I say that with zero judgment. I heard a lot of judgment in that house as people were shopping around. And I'm like, really? You're going to criticize this lady for having this beautiful collection of things she loved while you're like in her house rummaging through them? Anyway, we won't go into that too much. But I knew there's treasure here. And I know I'm going to dig for it because she had a ton of quilt books and magazines. And, you know, some of the greatest quilt books that, like the ones that I'm on the hunt for, they don't have like a thick binding. They're like the staple, you know, folded in half and stapled, so they look like magazines. So you have to like look at covers, and it takes a lot of time. I am physically sore, sweating. It was amazing. I bought like an Alpha unit. It's the Potato Store brand. They're very expensive, but they're really nice quality. And so they had it at a state sale price, and then everything today was half off. And they had 3. I would have loved to take all three, but I don't have space for it, so I took 1, and that's clanking back there. I can't wait to show you guys when I bought the books. I think I'm just going to have to make a separate video because I don't want the whole, it's like not really a dark October stitching vlog if I just have my estate sale, quilting estate sale finds. So maybe I'll do that, but I wish I could have taken you guys in with me. Could have just I don't know if you would have egged me on more or like had me put stuff back. I don't know which I prefer. But anyway, it was fun. It was intense. And then at the end, it's like you get in line and you're just in this crowd of people, and it's just like so uncomfortable, but so worth it. So anyway, I am on my way home. I am so thirsty and hungry. I couldn't, when I asked the lady to put aside the unit for me, I was like, oh, you know, where'd you put the unit? She's like, you're still here? I'm like, yeah, girl, 1 deep. So yeah, I'm gonna go home and have something to eat and drink and get a little organized so that I can show you guys what I got. Yay, success! Hello! So I am so excited to share with you what I picked up on the half off day at the estate sale that I went to. Sorry, I've got a dog sitting in my lap, and yeah, he's actually kind of heavy. So I think I'm gonna try to move him. Hold on a second. You mind sitting over here? Oh, there we go. Thank you. I mean, okay, he's gonna sit in my lap anyway. Whatever, we're gonna get through this. There's a TV here, but I put a quilt over it because it was catching the glare from the window. Wow. So I went back on Sunday, and Saturday. And normally on the 3rd day of an estate sale, it's slim pickings, and you don't have to wait in long line. Everyone's off at the better estate sales and the new stuff. So they do like half off because they want to get rid of as much as possible, or at least get money for it. And the rest they'll donate or whatever. Anyway, so I went and I showed up maybe 15 minutes before they opened, thinking, you know, I wouldn't have to wait in line. Well, there was a line. And so I didn't get to go in right away. And I was like, oh no, there'd be nothing left. I was totally wrong. There was a ton left. So this, so I'm sure I've said this one was a quilter. There was 3 rooms of stuff. She quilted, but she did a variety of other crafts. She did needlework, look like, maybe needlepoint, beads, not painting, I don't think, doll making, but big time quilter, and had a ton of quilting stuff. And so just tons and tons of fabric. And then this time I also was able to go through all of her books. So that was exciting. I'm very excited about the books I found. I really took the time to dig through everything, I think. I mean, I'm sure I missed something, but I really took the time, and I found some treasures that I've been hunting for a long time. If you're watching my vlog, last weekend I went to the library book sale, and I said, oh, I'm just waiting for the day when I walk in and I find out of print Blackbird design books. Well, I guess I put it out in the universe because that's what I found at this sale. So I will get to that. But I thought I would first start out, well, let me just show you a couple things I picked up for finishing cross stitch. I found 2 of these, which I think would be great in displays. So for smaller pieces, I'll have to find stuff that fits in that. And I mean, what prim stitcher doesn't need rusty mason jar lids? So I got a few of those. As far as fabric goes, I got more. I know, it's crazy. I got another, this is a Country Cabin Fat Quarter Bundle, more homespun. I actually had a big stack of homespun and I put it back. I was good because I have some homespuns that I need to use. I love homespun fabric. I think they're beautiful. But I behaved with that. So I figured homespun I can find when I need it. It's not like something that goes out of print. So speaking of out of print, I found these beautiful Japanese inspired Alexander Henry fabrics. I think I showed a couple in the first haul. Well, I found a bunch more. So there's that one. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them though. I just could not leave them there. They're so beautiful. So if you've ever made anything with these fabrics, let me know. Maybe bags would be nice. If I find someone that, that would mean something, would enjoy that. Like I was thinking like maybe pillows or something. She had a lot of beautiful Japanese fabrics. Here's the last one. So those were beautiful. She had just tons of bins, tons of whips, and all kinds of stuff. Let's see, I found a little bit more French General. A lot of random fabrics. I picked up fabrics that I felt like I would use. So like these are some neutrals and then some blacks. I like black, and I have Halloween themed quilts I want to make, so I picked those up. I found more of the beautiful, like kind of more muted tone Japanese fabrics. So I would really like to make a quilt with those one day, or maybe curtains I was thinking would be nice. And then yeah, just a lot of random. I'm trying to see if there's anything special. Oh, I really like this reproduction. I like this color. That's really pretty. More of the Japanese muted tones with a few colorful ones in there. And then I found this bag, and it's not a kit, but it's like an order that she put in of Kansas City Troubles fabric. So there's charm pack in here, and a whole layer cake, and then yardage. Sorry, the dog keeps walking by. And then there's some rulers in here, like called the 5 and dime ruler. So I'd never heard of that, but then I found, when I was looking through the books, I found loose change, and they describe how to use it, and I believe they make these kinds of blocks with those rulers. So I'll see if it's something that I feel like is doable for me. If not, I mean, it's doable, but if it's too complicated, I might not be that into it, and I might pass that along. Oh, I did find a Creative Grids ruler that I bought. Hi. And I found this little kit. This is for, let's see, a wall hanging, but I don't plan on making that, but I really liked the fabric that was in it. I thought it was really cute. And then I found this. It's so exciting. So it's a kit for a wall hanging to make this. And again, I don't think I will make that, but check out this fabric. It's Joe Morton. Ooh, it's so pretty. That, and then this, and this. There's others in here. I think it's fat quarters. And oh my god, this is just like everything I love. So I was so excited to find that. And yeah, and then I did find, let's see, that's the same fabric, but I found another piece of it in her stash. So yeah, it was really, really nice. Oh, one second. I also found some pretty wool. So I picked those up. Picked up a few patterns too. I have seen a few people on FlossTube make this one. This is Crabapple Hill. Over the River and Through the Woods. It's gorgeous. I don't know if I'll ever make this, but I thought I would at least, you know, it was like 50 cents. I'll pick it up and pass it along to someone who does want to make it. There were a few kind of random jam paddock blocks. Picked those up. She had probably at least 100 binders of things, just binders and binders. She joined a lot of, I think, Block of the Months and just a lot of patterns. You know, back in the day when you just print everything out and put it in binders. And so I tried to flip through as many as I could. Picked up Keeper of the Pins. This is old Brenda Gervais wool pattern. And then this one's called Country at Heart by Fiber Mosaics. I just thought it had some cute motifs in there. So those were the patterns. And then she had hundreds of books, and I went through those, and that's where I found like real treasures. So bear with me, I'm going to go through them. Well, first I'll say I found magazines. So she had subscriptions, and she had hundreds and hundreds of magazines, and they wanted $1 each, and I was like, I mean, you know, it's fair in some cases, but I don't have time to sit here and check to make sure a magazine has a pattern that I'm going to sew in it. So I kind of passed on those, except for they have, my favorite magazine is Primitive Quilts and Projects, and I've subscribed for several years. And I once picked up a few years worth at a library sale. So I have a lot of the issues, but she had some 2011 and 2012 issues. So I picked those up, and I'm really excited to go through these. So these are issues I don't have. And then she had some from 2013, 2014, which I believe I do have, but my friend Maddie loves this magazine, and I don't think she has these. And she just moved into a new house, and she's gonna have a craft room, and I feel like it's my job to fill it as much as possible. So I'm gonna put those aside for her, because the magazine has so many great projects in it. So that was a good find, and those are well worth $1 each. And then these are the books. Books were also $1 each. Yeah, they were originally $2, but they were on sale for $1 each. So I picked up the Quilter's Album of Blocks and Borders by Ginny Beyer. This is a Yoko Sato book. So she works with those Japanese fabrics I was showing you. Although she works with a lot of wovens and just beautiful and creative. I know I showed a magazine already. Try to see if I can show you an example, like just things like this. Just a lot of eye candy. And this book's in English, which is great. This is Glory Days Quilts, Country Threads, Mary Etherington and Connie Tassini. Hopefully I'm saying their names right, but I love those designers. And they've produced a lot of stuff over the years, and I'm a big fan. So I don't usually do patriotic stuff, but they have some stuff in here that I think I would be a good for me. Like I like this one. Well, I don't know if I changed things up a little, but like the motifs. Oh, this was the one I wanted, that I love. So I think that's so cute. So I'd like to do that one day. This one is Favorite Flannel Quilts too. This one I mostly picked up because of the applique templates for the pets. Those are really cute. So, Dear Jane, I think I have this book, but I thought I'd see if Maddie wanted it. But there's a lot of writing in this, so I think I don't know if she made the Dear Jane quilt or at least started it. I will say for all the stash she had, I could tell that she really worked on things. Like, I don't know if she just started a lot of things, but it doesn't matter. She was definitely into her stuff. Like, she was working on it. Simple Blessings by Kim Deal. That's a beautiful book. Country Quilts for Friends. Which one was the one I was looking? Oh, I like this one. The pumpkins. And it looked like she was working on that because she had templates in here. Fat Quarter Quilting. So these are 16 by 20 projects, but they've got some really cute applique in here. Butternut and Blue. I love the one on the front. I think that's gorgeous. Farmhouse Quilts. I don't know if I'll keep this one, but they've got some cute stuff. This is Sweet Inspirations by Pam Manning. This is more of that kind of prim folk style. Again, I don't do a lot of patriotic, but I collect the Needle Love Threads books, and she had these, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to add them to the collection. There is I noticed Barb Adams has a quilt in here. Liberty Threads, there is a quilt by Barb Adams, which is amazing. So if I don't make it, I am sure I will find someone else who would like to. So I picked those up. Back to Mary Etherington and Connie Tassini. So sorry if I'm saying their names wrong because I think they're amazing. Civil War Remembered. I have almost bought this book so many times, and this is like a brand new copy in excellent shape. Beautiful quilts. Oh my gosh, I was excited to find some Red Wagon books. Fall into Winter. This has some great designs in it. Yeah, just really cute stuff. Collections too. I think I have this one, but I wasn't walking away for $1. And this is actually, I think, in much better shape than the one I have is. And then Jam Paddock. She had some Jam Paddock books, which I was excited to find. Oceans Away. When Wild Geese Fly. Oh, this is so pretty. This is Jam Paddock, Sue Spargo, and Sherry Ralston. Fat Quarter Foursome 2. Look at that cover piece. Oh my god. So beautiful. And then she also had some Linda Brannick. It's so funny because it's like you put something on your eBay wish list or, you know, save search, and you'll wait for years for one to come up for normal price, and then you go to the right estate sale and they're like $1 each. So this is Miss Jump's Memories. This is so cute. Miss Jump's Christmas, etc. So pretty. And then finally, the Blackbird Designs books. It was just like, I couldn't believe it. You have to flip, you know, you really have to go through everything. So I will say like about half of these I have already. So again, just helping Maddie populate her craft room, whether she likes it or not. But let's see. I'll start with the ones I have already. Cozy Nights. Simply Vintage. Really pretty. I've done flip throughs of these in a Blackbird Designs quilting book flip through, and the ones I don't have, Lori from Textilist did a flip through, and then if there's anything that the both of us don't have, then Carol from Saltbox Stitcher definitely has it. She did a whole video on all of her Blackbird Designs quilt books, so definitely check that video out if you like Blackbird Designs quilts. You're Invited. And Celebration of American Life. And then these I did not have. This one I believe is available now again. Country Inn. This is like brand new. Yeah, it's in perfect condition and so excited. Summer Weekend. And Higdon Camp, 1924. So I was just so, oh God, I was just so lucky and so excited, and yeah, it was a high. I have not, yeah, I'm still like so excited. Everything's a mess right now, but it was so worth it. And thank you so much for sharing that with me, for watching, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed that too. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I have to say, but thank you, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.